Alright, welcome back. And we are finally getting into Ginger Island. We'll see if my voice will crack 2 or 3 more times on the little intro there, but we'll move on. And so we put off our pumpkin harvest again today because we have good luck again. Or no, that's a lie. We don't have good luck, but we have other stuff we have to do. We have other like random stuff we want to harvest, but again, we're going to save all those pumpkins for tomorrow, and we'll save the big pumpkins for wintertime just to harvest the notes a little faster, which I'll talk about later. Today we're just going to focus more on getting the burglar's ring before we get into like Ginger Island stuff. And so it is Spirit's Eve today, which is what I was afraid of. And that means we don't get our letter, and we don't get to go repair the boat quite yet. And we may have gotten the letter, but we can't open the door because it's a holiday, so either way, we're delayed a day. And it's fine. A day delay doesn't matter really, but that's just where we're at. And man, I got all these ducks, and they still haven't swam. Not even one time. So I don't know if it's only like a beach and forest farm thing. I don't know, I can't find any like concrete information of it. There's plenty of like anecdotal evidence of people saying, oh yeah, their ducks swim a lot or more often on this type and not as much on this, but I can't find any like hard numbers. So anyway, yeah, so we're doing starfruit in our greenhouse, and we bought just a little bit less than we actually needed, which is a bummer. And we really don't have much else to do on the farm. We have like, I guess we could plant those cherry saplings, but it's not necessary. And we really just want to get that burglar's ring. I think I'm within a couple kills of getting it. And yeah, so you can't even go into the town, even though the event doesn't start until like 10 o'clock, which is such a bummer. So that kind of forces my hand a bit, and makes so I pretty much have to just farm these dust sprites or go to the skull caverns. And yeah, I really need to do like a keg and a jar outside my house so that I don't have to check that stuff constantly. Oh, I do have this is a really good floor for this. So I can just spam 51 over and over and over again, kill all the dust sprites, leave, and then do it again, which is awesome. The only thing I would really like to have for this is monster musk, so I could have a more dense amount of dust sprites. But essentially I do this for, I think, the entire day. I don't know if I actually managed to get the ring itself today, but I think I do. I think I get enough kills to get the ring. It's hard to say. I feel like I always get the final kill I need at the worst time, and today it actually worked out. So it's only 6 o'clock, which means we can leave, go to the Adventurers Guild, and get our ring, which I don't think we did. Is that true? I don't know why we wouldn't have. Oh, you know, it's because it's the holiday again. Ugh. So yeah, the holiday got in the way. They're not going to be open, so I can't go in until tomorrow. And again, that's fine because tomorrow we can repair the boat, but we won't be able to actually get on the boat anyway. And we have a full harvest to do. We have tons of little last minute chores before we can actually ship off to the Ginger Island. Yeah, proper. So I don't even think maybe we don't even get there yet until next episode. But I know today we at least will get all our harvest done and all that, and we'll get our like the boat repaired. There's pretty much no doubt about that. And well, that means we'll also be able to respec our what's it called? Man, I wish I could remember what it's called. Our farming professions into artisans, so we can sell that wine. And then we'll have just tons of money to do whatever we want with through the rest of the playthrough. And that'll actually be really nice to not have to worry about scrambling for cash. Even though we don't really need to buy anything. I will probably pick up the Galaxy Hammer because it's really, really good once you have it sped up, powered up, and with an artful enchant. And we'll talk about that more, I guess, once we get into it, but we'll probably pick that up today since we have to go to the Adventurers Guild, or tomorrow, rather. Since we have to go to the Adventurers Guild anyway. And then, yeah, I think that's really it. We'll do our harvest. That'll take a majority of the day. I think this harvest, I don't know if I've mentioned it before, it takes like 10 minutes. Like 10 solid minutes of harvesting everything. And in game time, it's not much, but it's 10 minutes of like actually like clicking. And it's even longer on controller because you can only do like 3 at a time instead of 9 at a time. So you could be looking at like a 15-minute harvest per day. So that can add up, that's for sure. But this will be the last really massive harvest for a while. Our Ginger Island harvests won't be as big just because there's not as much farming space. And those probably won't really start for at least a couple days, depending on how quickly I get my act together. But yeah, that was about 10 minutes of video and only about 4 hours of game time or so, which isn't bad. And I opted to leave my wine until it's like all on the same schedule. I think I'm finally going to do that so I don't have to harvest it, or I don't have to come back every couple of days. I can just have like Tuesday be my wine day. And that's what we're doing now. That's why I didn't grab any of that. And then we have all the materials for the boat. We have our letter. So we'll head down to Willie's and take care of that. And that means tomorrow, on the 1st of winter, we're for sure going to go to Ginger Island and get all that stuff started. So we'd really just have like some final closing stuff to do. We got our community center scene and our little statue too, which I like a lot. Even though I kind of like the vending machine more, I don't like going the JoJo route. So yeah, we got that. Went to Willie's, repair this. We need to go to the sewers to talk to the Statue of Uncertainty, which is like the weird little dog statue. That will allow you to change your professions once you go to sleep. And I don't know if they're called professions in this. I call them that a lot. I think that goes back to like, I used to play a lot of WoW, and they were called professions in WoW, so I don't know what they're called. Like talent tree respec or something. I don't know what to call them. But yeah, we got some pumpkins. I'm like the worst about pumpkins because they don't make you a ton of money. I neglect them the most. And I don't know. I don't know if I should just sell the pumpkins outright just because I don't pay enough attention. Or I should at least sell the gold star and silver star ones. Because I have thousands of these things. Like I have what? 1, 2, 3, like probably 4,000 or 5,000 pumpkins. And it's going to take forever to get through them all. So we'll see if I'll probably just ditch them. And kind of neglect that. But you can make a lot more money on that if you just do it the right way. I gave Leia a salad. I don't know why I'm doing this. I've not paid any attention to anybody this whole time. And I decided to go gift some salads. But I don't know. So here's the statue. It cost 10 grand, but it's worth it. And then Krobus. I don't know what I need from him. Oh, this is the first time I've met him. Oh, you know what I need? I need the star drop. Just because it's helpful. And I also need to make an iridium band. And so currently I'm a little bit short when it comes to solar essences. So I'm going to farm those in a bit here. But I want iridium bands because once we get to Ginger Island, our first priority is to start combining rings. So we're going to combine a burglar's ring and an iridium band because that's a combination I'll keep forever. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. Yeah, I don't know. I've decided to be social suddenly. It's not. It's a weird move. I'm trying to think of why I would be doing this. But I can't. Maybe I don't know. Maybe there's a reason for it, but I can't think of it. And so yeah, the last thing we'll do is we'll head up to the mines and get the new weapon, as well as... Oh my god, I went to the wrong place twice. We'll get a new weapon, we'll get our burglar's ring, and we'll start trying to get a little bit of solar essence so we can have an iridium band by tomorrow. And I usually, I trash most of the stuff he gives us. But yeah, so the Galaxy Hammer, the reason I waited so long to get it is because until you have Artful, it takes a while for the charge move to be powered up. And once you have Artful, you can use the charge move basically every attack. And so you can like smash the hammer over and over again and destroy everything with no issue. And that's why I waited so long to get it. You can get it earlier if you like hammers, but I kind of like the sword block ability, and I also like how quick swords are. So that's why I wait, but it's really up to you. Oh, also a lucky ring. We want to combine a lucky ring with something too. So what we might do is combine the lucky ring with the iridium band. Ideally at one point we'll have... maybe we do. We already have 2 lucky rings. So we'll do an iridium band and a lucky ring, and an iridium band, and a lucky ring, and a burglar's ring. And that will be our 2 rings that we carry through the rest of this playthrough. That way we get, the +2 luck is huge, and the iridium band obviously is really, really valuable, and the burglar's ring is really good too. So nothing really tops any of those rings. I might swap out for a Java ring once in a while to farm coffee, but it's not a permanent thing. It's just once in a while. Like something I'll probably do is when I get a Java ring, or if I get a Java ring, I'll throw it on, find an infested floor in the regular mines early on, so I can go through and like one hit kill a bunch of stuff for a couple hours, or in-game hours. And that way I can stock up on a bunch of coffee. But who knows, we might not get there for a while. But yeah, hammers they're really good. I probably should have got a hammer earlier, just watching this, and how quickly I can destroy stuff. But it's like 75,000 gold. And so I'm not gonna sell the wine tonight, because I can never remember if the perk you pick takes effect the night you pick it. You know what I mean? I don't know why I said that. You can't respond to me. But I don't know if it takes effect tonight or tomorrow, so I don't want to risk that. So I'm not going to. I'll just wait one more day. I should just find out, because that would be really valuable, but I'm not going to, so whatever. So yeah, now we got the iridium band, replaced the glowstone ring. So that's a little bit better, so we can swap that out tomorrow. And then, what else are we gonna do? I guess that's it. We don't really have anything major to do. It's pretty early in the night. So I don't know, I can't think of what we would do. We can start getting some of the inventory prepped, and we can get some staircases going. We have 124 jades, so we should probably go turn those into staircases, as well as the diamond and rubies, because we're going to need a ton of coffee. We won't need any staircases for the volcano mines, obviously, but it's Sunday, so we might as well bring them with us. And I'm trying to think of what else we really need to bring with us to the Ginger Island. Like, I try to get set up as quickly as possible, and so I need things like sprinklers. I need a chest, probably. I'll need, just a ton of stuff. Like, and I'll go through it here shortly, because I kind of I think there's a set amount of stuff you should always bring with you. And in this case, I'll use the predictor again, because if you're familiar with Ginger Island, you know there's like gem birds, and every time it rains, a different bird will appear with a different colored gem. And there's a puzzle involving that you have to match up the gems with locations and all that. And the predictor will just tell you what gem goes where. So I'm just going to bring those gems with me and do it. I'm not going to mess around with rainy days. And you can like brute force. Oh wait, maybe oh, did I respec my stuff yesterday? Either way, if I did, I'm going to sell it tonight. And either way, so the gem bird thing, you can brute force the gem bird puzzle just by guessing the arrangement of certain gems. It'll take a while, but you can do it. And in this case, I just know the answer, so I'm going to take all that stuff with me. And so I know I'll need my copper pan, which I'm going to wear because it doesn't take up an inventory slot. I'll need my fishing rod, as well as like DSG and whatever random seeds I want to plant. I basically want to get stuff in the ground as soon as possible so I can get the golden walnuts that pop up when you harvest crops. And then ideally I would have garlic, a melon, and some wheat seeds, which I don't know if I actually have all that, but ideally I would have that to plant for another one of the puzzles on the island. And yeah, you can see right here I switch over to the other screen to see which gems I need. And then I'll grab them from my inventory. That way tomorrow I can just complete that puzzle right away and get as many golden walnuts as early as possible. And that's kind of I guess it's using a tool to get an advantage, but console players I think don't have that option. Only mobile and PC players can do that. So that's kind of a bummer, but I'm still gonna do it. Otherwise, yeah, you don't need a lot. I always forget my watering can on my first day, because you need that right away in the volcano area. And sometimes I'll bring fence posts, and I'll explain that stuff later on. But for now, yeah, I'm just bringing a few things I need. And I think I call it a night early, just because I need to prep I needed to prep, and that's all I really needed to do. So I think I just call it quits a lot earlier than I wanted to, or needed to. Because yeah, this is like, I'm just walking back and forth looking at what I have. The bombs will be necessary for clearing rocks quicker and for rescuing Professor Snail from that whole thing, but I'll go into a lot more detail about that tomorrow or next episode. I always do that. Like I said, next episode's going to be basically just one day, and it's going to be my first day in Ginger Island, so we'll see. And yeah, so there's the boat getting repaired, and yeah, we'll be ready to go tomorrow morning. I don't think I sold that stuff. I didn't watch. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so I haven't leveled up yet. That's why I didn't sell it. Now we have Artisan, and I will see you all next time.